कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, हम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम।
Hello everyone, welcome to Success Stories Talk Show Season 2 presented by Trident Communication in association with World Humanitarian Foundation. I'm Alka, your host for today, and as our guest for today we have Ankit Batra ji. He's a singer, composer and a guitarist. So now that he's here with us on this episode of Success Stories, who better than himself can tell his journey of success. So hello Ankit ji, how are you?
Very well, very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for taking out time for this episode of Success Stories and welcome to Success Stories Talk Show.
My pleasure.
So, Ankit ji, you have been singing since the age of 4. What got you into singing and who was your first guru from whom you took your training?
So, my mother was very interested in music and she used to listen to a lot of music. I think that's how it got into me. And at 4, I started learning. I started learning light classical. And my first guru was Pandit S.K. Muleji. He guided me over the next 10 to 12 years. And that was my biggest source of inspiration and learning. So it was, I never had thought about making it as a profession or coming professionally into singing, but it was always like a hobby, and I used to enjoy listening to music, singing, especially classical, light classical, just go into, deep state with that music. So I used to enjoy that.
All right. So, singing, needs a lot of riyaz. So, when you started, how many hours you used to go into riyaz, and nowadays, how long does it take you to go for riyaz?
So initially it was more like a fun, like a hobby. So there was no concept of Riyaz back then for me because I was just going like as a hobby. So it was 1.5 hour of singing and rest of the time same, school and then homework and all those things, daily course. But then later on when I started picking it up little well and then I got a little serious into it, then yeah, around 2 to 3 hours a day. And today we're very busy with our series of concerts and everything, but still I take out half an hour to 1 hour to keep the threads aligned.
All right. So, can you please sing like 2 lines from any of your favorite tracks for the audience?
Sure. शिव कैलाशों के वासी, धौली धारों के राजा, शंकर संकट हरना, शंकर संकट हरना। शिव कैलाशों के वासी, धौली धारों के राजा, शंकर संकट हरना, शंकर संकट तेरे कैलाशों का अंत ना पाया, तेरे कैलाशों का, तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया, अंत बेअंत तेरी माया। ओ भोले बाबा अंत बेअंत तेरी माया। ओ शंकर संकट हरना, शंकर संकट हरना।
Thank you so much, Ankit ji. And my ears have been blessed. This is the first thing that I'm listening to since morning, and my ears have been blessed. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
So, classical singing requires a lot of hard work. Has this thought ever struck you that you could try something else instead of singing?
No, no, not at all. So, like I said, I used to like listening to music, singing, not for, not to become anything initially. It was just for my own soul, my own pleasure. And I used to love it, and that was the best part of my day when I used to listen to singing or sing. So, never has it occurred to do something else but sing. Yeah.
All right. So, Soulful Raga has been your band. So, what is the meaning of the name of this band? And can you please tell us a little bit about this?
So, Soulful Raga is the name of my company also, and also my band. So basically, when I joined the music industry and I started singing, there was a lot of bands who used to play very loud music and dancing numbers and all those kinds. So my forte was never that kind of music, and it was always very soulful. So I thought that the name should suggest what kind of songs we're gonna sing and what kind of music are we going to portray. So that is why how Soulful Raga came.
All right. So, when and how was your first assignment for which you got recognition?
So, my first big fat wedding, as we call it here in India, was in Dubai. It was a destination wedding where there were multiple singers from Bollywood, from the industry, and among them, I was one of them. And then from there, I got recognition, and people really appreciated. It was something different. The genre was different. The music that we composed was little new to ear, and from there people started recognizing us as something. If you want to listen to something very soulful, sit down and listen to good music, then that's how we started getting assignments from there.
Oh, that's nice. So nowadays, when we see a lot of good singers who get into the market, and if they're a hit, so they get signed by some companies or like a playback singer.
Right.
But if we look at your journey, so it has been mostly live shows, and you haven't gotten
Right.
into playback singing a lot.
Right.
So, is this a choice? Like, do you like to connect more with the audience? That's why you go for the live shows?
See, a lot of times we've got opportunity to sign with some labels, but when it comes to contracts and everything, I like to be an independent artist and work on my own. But whereas if you talk about movies and all, we have got some offers lined up, and maybe in coming couple of years you will hear a couple of tracks of ours in some movies. So, but I like to stay away from the contracts and all those things.
All right. So, first of all the very best for all the upcoming things that you have. And
Thank you.
just in case you want to share it with the audience, so you can.
Well, it's too early to say, but yeah, we have done dubbing and everything. Things are on the final stage, and it'll come out soon. So let's wait
All
for
right.
it. Yeah.
So, now you have spent quite a long time in this industry. And who has been your biggest support and inspiration in this journey?
Well, family first, I would say. Family has been the biggest support and inspiration and motivation, in fact. And apart from that, every artist's journey is very unique. I feel I have so many friends now who've struggled and came a long way along, and everybody's journey is very unique. And honestly, I always believed in Almighty and Guru, and I never got to struggle a lot. It was as if somebody was hand holding and taking along. It was very beautiful, very smooth, and very interesting.
So also these days a lot of singers get an opportunity every day. So there's a lot of talent coming in into the market. Keeping
Right.
the audience's perspective in mind, what are your remarks about this?
No, so what are you trying to say? I mean, is it a good thing or not? I mean, are you saying there's so much variety?
Yeah, there's a lot of variety, but when there's
Right,
a lot of variety and every day there's new talent coming in, so
right.
there's not a very long duration that the previous one lasts.
Okay, okay. Yeah, the shelf life of singers, if you call it like that. Yeah, but I think there's opportunity and scope for everyone. No matter how good you are, it takes your own due course of time to establish yourself, to, get accustomed to the market and become popular. It takes time. So I think there's never been a time where our seniors have gone out of work or something like that. So I don't think that's something to be scared of or skeptical of. It's good that new people are coming in, and with especially with the digital market and YouTube and all these platforms. So the exposure has been very easy and very open now, and even for us, it's been very very helpful, and that's a good thing. I feel there's work for everybody.
Uh, Talking about ups and downs, these are a part of life. So when you have your ups and downs, how do you deal with it?
I think if there is a down, we take it like a learning. We learn from it. We try not to do the same mistakes again. And uh, Baki, there's never been so much chaos. Also because I personally feel there are a lot of singers who don't know how to handle these things. They don't know how to handle their own mind. But I got into spirituality quite early, and that really helped me to take care of these ups and downs and all the mental roller coaster rides that we go on in due course of life. So spirituality really helped, meditation really helped, and therefore I never felt too excited or too dull about any moment. It was all good, all just keep walking, and that was the thought.
All right. So as you have earned everything from singing, like name, fame, everything. So at any point, has it ever felt like there's something still missing?
Of course, as an artist, there is so much more to do, and even in other aspects. So there's so much work to do. I still have around 120 plus songs pending. So there's always, as an artist, you're always wanting for more, doing more, and wanting to do bigger projects and interesting projects. I'm doing a background score, so there's always so much more to do. There's no end.
Is there an unforgettable moment or event in this entire journey that you would like to share?
Many actually, whenever you think about. Um, it's very interesting how life sometimes plays. One year you're thinking, will there be a time when we will be able to sing at such a place or in front of so and then in couple of years you're there. So it's very unbelievable. Like a lot of celebs, for that matter. We sang for Mr. Amitabh Bachchan ji, and lot many more. We sang for Mr. Mukesh Ambani ji's family. So all those were that kind of moments where you have always thought that maybe someday, and then it just happens in a couple of years or 1 year or next year you get a call from them. So it's very unbelievable, and it's very beautiful how life gives you what you really really think and what you really pursue, what you want. And similarly, like day before yesterday, I was in one of the biggest shrines of India, Mata Vaishno Devi. I had always thought of, because the best of best singers come there and sing, and normally you don't get a chance. So I was invited there, and it was like, wow. I mean, being among the best 10 to 12 singers of India, you're invited there. It's like amazing. So all these things you dream of, and then you get it. So that's kind of what pushes you as an artist.
That's really great. As you said, that you went into spirituality quite early, and that is why it has helped you a lot.
Yeah.
So from that, I wanted to ask that what is your personal life mantra to keep yourself motivated and encouraged?
I think for me, work is worship, and I engage myself so much. There is so much thoughts going on. I have to do this next, then this next. So I have like a 5-year pending list of what all I'll be doing when. Of course, you can only plan. God has His own ways and plans, but then, yeah, that keeps me engaged and motivated. That okay, every day I have to work harder and have to accomplish so much and have to do complete so many tasks. So work is worship for me, and I keep myself engaged and busy. And once you're busy, you don't also get engaged. Your mind doesn't get engaged anywhere else. Also, so
So now that we are heading towards the end of today's episode, and the name of our show is Success Stories. So what is true success to you?
see, I think success is. It's a very beautiful feeling. It's something that you think for yourself and then you achieve it. It can never be somebody else's thought of success. And honestly, it keeps on changing. Once you achieve what you've thought, then the next goal sets. And it's just a journey of achieving whatever your own mind thinks success is for himself. So it's a journey of achieving all those goals.
That's right. So usually it so happens that whenever we have a singer on show,
Yeah,
so we don't find anything better as a showstopper than a song from themselves. So
sure.
let's just close this with two lines
Sure,
from
sure.
your track.
Sure, we'll do that. Yeah. कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, हम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं. अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम. कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, बीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं. कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाल गाते चलो, नाम जपते चलो, काम करते चलो, याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी, याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी, प्रभु दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी. प्रभु दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी.
Thank you so very much for this lovely song and this lovely interview with you and your time for this episode of Success Stories.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, everyone, for joining with us for this episode of Success Stories. If you want to watch more such stories, then please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any notifications. We air a new episode every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So until the next one airs up, just stay tuned, take care, stay safe, and bye bye.